Okay, everyone, Babylon here. Episode 43, Nightwatch and Snow Crash. Both missions are pretty short. I mean, you spend more time traveling than anything, so I just cut most of the traveling out. Uh, Except for in
This
Snow
one's for
Crash,
cemetery.
the first part
You
of it
want
there, I
it done
kept in because we
quicker
ran into a
and
boss
clean.
wolf and fought that,
The ecology of
and
Icarus is
showed some
changing,
issues I'm having
and
with
not
the
just life
avalanche mission
forms.
not
Orbital
finishing off
image
like it should
analysis
have.
shows unusual geoforms
But
in the region.
yeah, so
They
this is
think it's
these are
exotic
pretty simple.
related and want
Just
samples before anyone else gets them.
you just got to go
Think
down and
you can handle it?
examine some rocks and stuff. Like I
You're
said, you
here
spend
for
more time
cemetery,
traveling.
and if you get it
So this
right,
first section here is
it'll
like
be there
this
for
first
you.
uh, after you remove all the traveling
Everyone knows
was
the
like
tear
11
zone's
minutes.
changing, but no one's
I
sure
thought I
where
did
it's
something
going.
wrong with the mission,
Even the
so I waited like
geology's
until
shifting.
nighttime to do it, and it
They
still
got
didn't
their
fix it.
hands
But
on
it
satellite
was just a
data
visual
showing new
glitch, I guess,
geoforms
was
emerging.
what it was. And I eventually
Smart
went
money's
up to
on
the second
exotics
one.
being involved.
As soon as I
But
did that,
until
it
you
finished
bring
the
back some
mission.
samples,
So I spent a lot of
they're
time down
just
in the
guessing.
lower part
Let's end the
for
suspense,
no reason.
shall we?
So it's just, I mean, it, at the end of the day, it was all right, I guess. Uh, but I don't know why I'm having these kind of issues. I don't, like I said, I don't really know if it's the map itself is failing or what. But like I said, I've got stuff from Quest that are still on the server. Uh, Eventually, I'm going to run down and take that stuff off the server down on that south end of that one base when we did the relocation. I think that's what it's called. I'll probably be taking all that down, and hopefully that'll help out with some of the lag stuff. And then, of course, I'm gonna have to get rid of some deep water vein drills and try to do what I can to get the lag to stop. I can handle going all the way around that avalanche spot and some stuff still being on that I can't remove, but the lagging part just tears me up. It just really aggravates me. So hopefully I can get that resolved and get back to doing the missions without any issues. Uh, at the end of the day, it's it's just how it is, I guess. But I'm hoping that I'm able to finish all the missions and still be able to do the great hunts without too much difficulty. I might have to put off the great hunts until some other time and just go into a server or create a new world, build me a base, and get the stuff I need to do just the great hunts by itself.
Data says
I
this
think
is
that
the
might be
area.
it. Yeah,
Now
that
it's up to
stone
you.
there with that flower on top is what you got to go and examine. Of course, I got to jump up and touch the flower, thinking that's what I was supposed to be doing. But it's you just got to check the rock surfaces out. All you got to do is go up and hit the rocks, click F on the rock, and it'll be done. But I tried climbing up to the top and everything. You'll see it here in a second where it redoes it, and then it's got that mark underneath it.
I'd say that's what they're looking for.
See how it
Try
comes
not to
down there?
handle it too much, and
It's just like you need a
definitely
example, and then
don't
you got another
sniff
deal
it.
off to the side to the other part of the map. It came up backwards, I think. I thought there was still something there that I needed to gather on that flower, and I figured I couldn't get up high enough to it to get it. So it was kind of rough on me there for a little bit. But I eventually just said the heck with it and went up to the north desert to get the second one. But like I said, I couldn't figure out exactly what was going on. I thought that maybe there'd been another one in the area or something, and yeah, it didn't quite go very well for me there on that. But But if you have that same issue, just know that once you got that done and it makes it sound you're done there, just go to the north one and do it. I spent quite a bit of time down there. I even waited till night time and went out and tried it and everything. So I cut all that out. But I thought I cut all the stuff out of that going up. So I probably would have had a shorter video. But here I'm just gathering stuff for branches and stuff like that for creating some ramps. But yeah. I forgot, if you want the sticks, you have to pick those plants by hand, not by seed. But again, it's it's a fairly simple quest. Like I said, the travel time on it is longer than the quest itself. I mean, for what you have to do, what you're seeing what I'm doing right now was stuff that wasn't even needed to be done. And then, of course, like I said, I went down and I stayed until nighttime and went and tried it again, thinking, because it's Nightwatch, so I figured it, maybe I'm doing it at the wrong time or something to get the bloom off the flower or something. It was just, I just couldn't figure out what was going on with it. But I eventually got up there and found out, like I said, just went up to the north one and got it. See, shows you, select F, but they ain't doing it. So like I said, I just couldn't figure out exactly what we was doing. Yeah, and that's the thing too about these missions. I mean, you would think that they would be able to be a little bit more better. But like I said though, I don't know if it's just because my hard drive or my RAM or if it's just the game itself doing it. But I don't know. But like I said, I just don't know about all that. When it comes to these computers and stuff, I'm not that smart with it. I can play a game on it, but I can't figure out how to fix those kind of issues and stuff. I wish I did know. But I'm just hoping that the thing doesn't crash on me. Here I'm just sitting there like I said, waited for nighttime, and that's when I went out and checked everything, and nothing was going on. So I said the heck with it and took off, and went back up to the second one anyway. But like I said, once I got to the second one, it clicked, it finished. There was no need for anything else to be done. it still just doesn't do anything. So at that point, here's where I started looking for the other location, and found it up in the North Desert. You know, and which is weird because when I come in and just do farming and stuff like that, before I started all this, I never had an issue with the game lagging or anything, except for when I had I had at one time I had like 50 something windmills going. Yeah, that that caused some lag. But like I said, I had I think like 20, almost 30 drills going at one time and everything. So, and my base, I forget how many pieces I had deployed. It was unreal. But I kept all the old benches and everything out.
This is the place. You know
Here,
what to do.
here's the second one. You'll see as soon as I touch it,
It ain't the
it
J
ended it.
but it's what you came for. That's it, partner. You're finished here. For now, at least. Cinetai more or less owns space. So it's smart to stay on their good side. Keep it up.
And that ended that one. You know, like I said, it's a very simple quest. It's just I had either misread that or it was just showed up backwards or something. Because to me, it felt like there was still something you had to do here. Now here we're fixing to start Snowcrash, and with Snowcrash,
But one of their research teams
like I said, the only issue I had
never made
was
it to
the
their
avalanche
supply
didn't
drops.
disappear
Which
after the
happens,
mission was
but
over. When we did avalanche,
is a
and
problem.
it's still there.
'Cause
And the
whatever's in
one
those
piece that I
crates, they
needed to
want it
finish
back. Real
was
bad.
on the other side of
They
that.
need you
I
to
had to
play
go all the
fetch.
way around to get to it, and then come all the way
They're
back
in
around to
deep
put it
on
into the
Icarus.
pod. And
The
that's the
last
reason why
team
this
they
one
sent
took so
down
long.
never came back. Didn't make it to
But
their
I
supply
did take
drops.
the
And
wolves
apparently,
and
what's in those
stuff with me
crates is
because I
valuable enough to
knew
send
there was a
someone in
boss
after
on
it.
the way, which we
They're
stopped and
being
got
real
him,
quiet about what
tore
it
him
is.
up,
So check your
and
map.
got those
Get
important
started.
exotics and stuff that we
Stay
always
sharp.
need so bad. But like I said, it's just I don't know. Like I said, it could be my world that's doing it, but I sure as hate to start a whole new world because I have to make all new building pieces, all new workbenches, all that stuff to get the ammunition built back up. I mean, it's just it'll be just a living nightmare. You know, and I'm afraid I'll have to go through all those missions again in order to get to the missions I need to complete. And the sad thing is that if I go back in and did it, and the avalanche did it again, and the avalanche is still there, like I said, I don't know if that's permanent or if something's going on with the world. But I still had those containment containers for the scorpions missions there, where we had those kill those scorpions off. They're still on the map. So you know, I don't. Like I said, I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but at the same time, I'll do everything I can to deal with it. We might just, like I said, have to put off the great hunts until later, and just when I finally do, like I said, I still have to buy all the, you know, not buy, but make all the weapons and everything and ammo and stuff like that. But this is just be just the great hunts. The avalanche won't be in the way, and all that other stuff won't be on the server. So, and I can just focus on exactly what I need just to get do that. I won't have to have all that extra stuff. Only reason why we got a big base like this because I mean every time we turn around we're having to make something. So that just keeps everything secured. Now I think we're ready to go take off and go take care of some bad boys here. Yeah, see that we got that boss right there, and there's actually two bosses. That's right. We did take out both of them, but we never did go get that third one. I thought about it, but I was like, I was so aggravated about the avalanche thing, and I was just, the hell with it. But knowing my luck, though, I should have known. I should have just went ahead and went all the way around anyway to get that outside piece, then come through the bottom, come back up and get the other two. It probably would have been better off that way. But I wasn't thinking about that at the time. But yeah, I mean they're easy quests. I mean they're not that hard to do or any difficulty or anything extravagant. It's just like that travel time again. It just takes forever to get across there. And it takes a little longer too when you got to stop and fight two bosses. And get those exotics from them. But I do miss that shortcut though at the bottom down there where the avalanche is at though. They made traveling down to the south a hell of a lot faster. Get up here and we'll whoop up on that boss whoop real quick. Like I said, but as long as the world holds up, and we're almost done with all these missions anyway. And as long as I get that lagging thing fixed, then we'll be able to do the great hunts, I guess. But that's right, I had vestiges here too. There's a lot of hats on that one. More than usual. Oh, that's one mean crew I got with me. Oh, get back up there, get the mower and get going. The boys were hanging back protecting the mower. But like I said, though, we'll get down to that first one. We won't find that piece because it's on the other side of the avalanche. At that point, I just went ahead and went down and got the other two, and then made the long trip around. I would have thought the pod would have came down close to where you was at, but it came down in the Arctic zone again. But that's cool though, man. Like I said, we got the mission done anyway. And here comes all these wolves packing up around my guy. But although all the issues, like I said, I'm still having fun doing the quest and everything. Still love the game. I mean, can't get enough of it. But like I said, I'm waiting on getting into that sticks on a new map and new, different things we can do, build and stuff. Hopefully, uh, I did get thinking about it. I'm probably going. I'll have to wait and see once we start sticks and see what's on there because I might bring him in while he's doing certain missions so that way he can unlock certain things in those quests so that way he doesn't have to start a whole world on sticks to get whatever he needs to get unlocked. Because like I said, the main character, he's not going to be deleted. He's just going to unlock everything. That way, if I ever decide to start off with something different, like have him come in and build a base first and then leave and let another character take over with a stronger base, then he can be able to do that. Or when the character gets to a certain point, you know. But yeah, I just don't want to get rid of him since he'll have everything unlocked. As far as the boss hunts goes, I think it'll just be him doing the boss hunt. I don't know. I don't see any sense in doing the boss hunts with the other characters. It's just it doesn't make any sense to me to do it. You run down in here thinking it was down in there like I was thinking I was being brilliant there. But like I said, I mean, there's a lot of ways we can go with it. Uh, at the same time, I'm trying to do some play some other games too, so that way I don't get myself too burnt out on this. And hopefully, sticks will be different enough to get me reinvested in it. And you can see the avalanche right there in front of us is still there. Didn't melt any ice out of that thing with that heat gun or nothing. See, I'm standing there looking up, maybe it's up on the walls or something. I was hoping it was up on the wall or something. I'd rather go back and get some ramps and build it up than have to do what we did. I was thinking about trying to see if I can glitch through it, but at the same time, I didn't want to lose anything either. I might have to come back. I might come back and build a ramp to go up that and over that one little corner there, and down the other side. That way, I can go back through there back and forth versus. Yeah, there's another one of those deals. I didn't even realize that until they started fighting it. So we got plenty of ammo for explosives, man. So to make explosive ammo or whatever we need. I thought about trying out grenades and stuff like that. But knowing my luck, I'll probably wind up killing my own character there. I figure I'll go in and take one more look at it and then turn around and say, nah, we'll head back down south. We'll get the other two pieces, then we'll make that long trek around. Now, I would have, if I would have known that, like that from the beginning, I probably would have, what I should have probably done, I should have probably just went to the other side, got that one piece and come back through. But like I said, I didn't realize that that pod was going to drop back in the Arctic zone. But it's I mean, it's all right, I guess. I shouldn't be complaining. At least I got it done anyway. especially since it's my first time. I've already wore the game out. There's a reason why I was doing that. I mean, well, I don't know. Can you wear out a digital game? Yeah, I hate going up against those big scorpions. I'll let them go down there and take care of it. And while they do that, I just get right on past them. If I ain't mistaken, I think this is where that other boss was at. Yeah, it was where it's at. Yeah, we almost killed him off right there off the Bivac. But since he comes out, he gets hammered as soon as he comes back out of that hole. I don't know why I had such a hard time finding him. But finally did though. You get pretty good exotics for killing the bosses, but the enzymes to me is probably the best way to go as far as getting exotics. Or possibly, you know, doing the enzymes and searching for the regular exotics at the same time. That'd probably be better off. But now we got the bosses out of the way, it'll be a lot quicker. We'll go down and get that first two pieces, and then we'll. Now I didn't show all that traveling all the way back around. That was crazy. That'd be crazy. Yeah, I couldn't see my damn marker because I put it inside of the circle there. Now I can see it, but at the same time too, I was also worried about not being able to see it at all, you know, because it was nighttime. But apparently you'll see here in a minute, you can actually see the smoke from it. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm seeing there, but it looks like a cavern when I turn around there. But I think it's when I came back out when I saw it. You can see that the smoke going up into like a V shape, which made it kind of look like a cavern and a hole in the wall type deal.
Oh, it's one of those. Whatever it is. And they sure as hell want it back. Something's weird here. So long as they pay, I guess.
That's true, as long as they pay, right? You had that long travel going that way. I guess I could have edited that part out, but but hey, it's 2 in 1. You get a little travel time in there. Don't hurt nobody. Unless you fall off in one of those fissures there, then you're stuck. I guess I should be going down there and checking it out. A friend of mine told me that you'd be able to get exotics out of them. Sometimes there's exotics down in the bottom of them. But I'm not too worried about the exotics. I mean, we can always farm that if we need to. But I wonder how many exotics you get though if you farm all the mines on the map. Because I noticed that some of them don't give you options for exotic. Yeah, we gotta run through the cavity here. And all this time I was running through here, freezing, taking damage, I forgot I even had my coffee on me. And I never installed it. I just ran around taking damage. Yeah, can you see that little smoke bloom right there in front of us? It's off to the right now. There we go. We're heading straight at it there.
They didn't exactly say what to look for, but they didn't have to. Whatever that is, that's it.
Now see here, I ran all the way to the top and then back down. And that was the wrong thing to do. I should have went totally the other direction. But like I said, it was I should have went to the south and then came back up. But that was time consuming. Here in a minute it will transition, showing me going up there and getting the piece and putting it together and trying it, and then nothing happens, so we'll head to the pod. But we had one question that was already like that, but also looking through the map, there's another freaking 90-minute one coming up, which that'll take some time. As I thought I transitioned it up there. Oh no, we're about to transition. And what I did on my way back up this way, I did swing back through there and check that spot again, make sure it wasn't in there. He won't make it up that. But you never know until you actually try. And boom, we transition. There we go. Now, hopefully there's not going to be too many more missions that has that spot involved with it, like this one here did.
But there's one more thing. They want you to assemble it. Put it together. Can you figure it out? Good find. It's what they're looking for. But what the hell is it? You feel like there's something they're not telling us? I don't know. I've been around, and I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, and now all we have to do is take it up and drop it off in the pod. Which you will not have to watch the full transformation of that. But yeah, like I said, it's an easy mission. It's like, yeah. Now, like I said, I don't know if that avalanche is permanent. I'll get on YouTube and see if I can find out if that's permanent or not on one of those big timers streamers and see what they say. But like I said, it's easy, it's fun, it's still a fun game. So with that, hey, if you like the video, like it, subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Still come in, watch a video too. That's fine too. All right, but if you want, leave a comment. And, praise you, Wolf. But leave a comment and let me know what you want to see. All right, I wish you all the best and have a good one. Peace.
You did what you came to do.